Hello, and welcome to Booze Before Noon. I'm Brendan Bonham. With me is my co-host, Merkin-wearing Mike Mancini.
Merkin's on.
And questionably sick Quinn Myers.
Merkin's on.
It's 11:40 a.m., so join us in enjoying some Booze Before Noon. Now, Mike, do you know what a Merkin is?
Yeah, I think it's a toupee for your pubes.
It is. Have you ever had one?
I hope to one day receive my father's, which was passed down for generations among our family.
So syphilis runs in your family?
Yes, among other things.
What else?
The Mancini Merkin.
The Mancini Merkin, baby. It's right over our fireplace right now. Nobody's allowed to touch it unless for special occasion. It's under glass. If you break the glass, to wear the Merc.
All right. Should we jump right in with some drinking?
Let's jump right in with some stinking.
All right. As usual, we're starting with the Malort Minute, in which we drink Malort. It's disgusting and native to Chicago. Now, Mike, you already have your Malort with you.
I sure do. I'm ready this time around.
Let's cheers, mister.
Okay.
Best of luck to you.
Clink.
It's particularly not good today.
Those are some hefty pours.
I was just about to say, I think you underestimate that I'm like a full foot and then change smaller than you, and you give me a Brendan pour every time.
Well, I like it when you get saucy, though.
I'm sauced up over here, but my entire stomach lining is full of Malort.
Yeah. Well,
oof.
We drank that, which means it's time to drink something else. You want to hand me your glass?
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
All right. It's called Balcones Brimstone.
That was fancy, actually.
I know. It's a Texas scrub, oak smoked.
Oak smoked.
It's 53% liquor. This was given to us by Kevin, who supports us in many things that we do.
K-Dog.
Yep, big dog's got to eat.
Big dog's got to eat his milk.
Milk. So this actually does look pretty good. And I hope it's disgusting.
It looks like something that would be like in your great-grandfather's whiskey cabinet that he keeps under lock and key. It looks very fancy. It's got one of those stamps on it.
Like a wax seal?
Like a wax seal, yeah. That old-timey Elizabeth
and look at this dark red color. This is very, very red.
Yeah.
It's almost brown. It's burgundy.
It's definitely burgundy. That's a good color for it.
Do you know my mom's favorite color is burgundy?
Wow.
It's
Why?
not I don't know. It's not a very good choice.
Is there a bunch of things in your house that are burgundy, like the walls?
There used to be.
Burgundy wood?
No, I don't think we have any wood in our house.
On her birthday, do you show up in a burgundy tie?
I do not wear ties except for at weddings.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so do you want to give this brimstone some whirls?
Let's give some whirls.
I mean, Mike, this is a big pour. Look at this guy.
Oh, can we talk about the scent? Oh God, it smells like dip spit.
It smells like whiskey mixed with smoke, right? It smells like a barbecue whiskey.
No,
Here,
it smells
give
like
it a smell.
It smells like a spittoon.
It smells like spicy whiskey.
A spittoon you'd see in the old West.
Yeah, and you hit it and it makes that ping,
pa-ting.
How satisfying is that? I feel like my balls will never drop until I manage to just pack a horseshoe and spit out a nice dipper right into the spittoon. Makes that ding.
When you say packing a horseshoe, does that mean you just shove your gums entirely full of chewing tobacco?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever done this?
No.
Have you ever tried chewing tobacco?
Oh, yeah.
It's gross, though, right?
Long cut is disgusting. I'm a big pouch guy.
Oh, yeah, like the skull pouches or the bandits or things like that. Okay.
Grizzly pouches. They used to make this this grape flavor that was delicious. And I remember you had to go to a specific gas station in my hometown to get it. And it was sought after. Like if you trade pouches in school, one of those pouches was 3 of your Skull Mint pouch.
Were you dipping during class?
Actually, a lot of people did. A lot of teachers didn't give a shit.
What?
I remember when snooze came around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what snooze is?
Yes.
Snooze, you can swallow it and you can discreetly have it in.
Yes.
That was huge.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I remember on the day that it came out, we actually counted down the days, went to the gas station and hey mistered our way into getting a snooze.
Okay.
Just hey, excuse me, hey man, can I give you $10? You can keep the change if you go get us a snooze. Then 7 of us split a snooze and went to McDonald's and just packed snooze, ate some burgers.
So when you're packing snooze and eating burgers, you're not getting any of that queasiness or anything?
No. Yeah, definitely at first was a little queasy. But I think in high school it was a thing to do to show that you're cool.
Sure. I would definitely agree with that.
But I fell in love with it. I had to walk home from high school every day, and then I would go home and play Call of Duty for 6 hours straight. just like, sitting there farting on myself, ignoring my mom and dad saying that it's dinner time and shit. And I would pack snooze just the entire time.
Tobacco's your dinner.
Yeah, tobacco is my dinner. Tobacco is my lifeblood.
You are like an 80s Russian model living off of liquor and tobacco.
That's not the first time I've been compared to an 80s Russian model.
I think they also had Merkins as well.
Yeah,
they were diseased.
They definitely had a little taste of the Merc, for sure.
And chugging that milk.
Milk.
Gotta have milk.
Milk.
Your love of milk is
Milk.
Our official ad, milk.
Milk.
Oh boy. Okay,
Sponsored by Big Milk.
let's drink this. Let's
All
drink
right,
this.
here we
Okay,
go.
best of luck to you.
And clink.
Clink, clink. Now, this is a different kind of disgusting.
Oh,
I don't think this is for me.
holy shit.
It tastes like mesquite wood chips.
Yeah.
Like I have a smoker at my house, so I do a lot of meat smoking.
What's a smoker? Meat smoking.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh man, gonna take that one out of context.
All right.
Basically, a meat smoker looks like a grill. It's just like way taller. So you get this big cavern full of smoke, and you put a big hunk of meat in there. Leave it in there for about 14 hours, and you have like 10 pounds of pulled pork.
What?
Yeah.
How big is this meat smoker?
I would say probably the size of a Weber, but like not
Weber?
6 feet, like 4 feet tall, like a Weber grill.
Oh, okay. Can you put like? Nah, it sounds like serial killers. I was gonna say, can you put like a small boy in there?
It's
how
probably
big
small
is it?
boy size.
I'm trying to get like a kind of like idea of how big this is.
I would say probably 4 feet tall and 2 feet wide.
That's a
as
small boy.
circle.
That was me in 5th grade, actually.
There we go.
Mike's measuring stick for everything is it the size of a small boy?
How many small boys are we talking? The Sears Tower is actually 27,432 small boys. Did you know that?
Do the math, man.
Yep.
Do the math.
But yeah, I definitely get that feel. It's like it's very smoky. It feels like I am a dragon. Like my breath, the aftertaste is like I'm exhaling smoke. I would not be surprised if I exhaled smoke right now. We're getting into it over here.
So you want to move on to our hot take?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
actually, yeah. So what do you think about was that good?
Oh man, I think I liked this more than Malort,
Yeah.
but by a surprisingly narrow margin, given what I initially thought looking at the bottle.
Looked like it was going to be much more of a luxurious experience, and it was grueling going down. But afterwards, that
feeling
aftertaste,
yeah.
if it tastes good, I'm happy about it. And baby wants his milk.
Milk.
Yeah.
I want some more.
So, 4 hot takes. Me and Mike were talking yesterday, and he was talking about how I never get anything spicy enough for myself, but he's blowing up sometimes. So I went to the store, and here's what I got this week, Mike. I got something different for you and me. I got you this jar of pickled hot peppers.
All right.
So then what I did was I ate one of these yesterday to see how hot it was. And then if it was pretty hot, I was going to do this one. But instead, I'm going to do this one.
What's that?
I don't know exactly the name of this pepper, but I got it for some Thai food I was making once, and it did blow my ass up. Not my actual ass, but
Yeah.
the...
So it gave you diarrhea?
No, it did not. But it was a theoretical ass.
Oh, okay. The
So
theoretical ass.
I would say, with these pickled hot peppers, you should probably plan on trying 2 of them
Really?
at once, and then go from there. They're pretty good, actually.
Okay. But to combat my whole this is because we're adjusting the scales here. Brendan has a way bigger tolerance for hot food, spicy food, and I'm a little crybaby bitch boy.
Yep.
And I belong in a smoker.
Yep.
Which is 4 feet by 2 feet long, which I can fit in, and that's why I'm gonna eat a couple of these pickled hot peppers.
So,
Where did you get these? This is like written in some sort of mysterious Egyptian language.
I got them at the grocery store at my house.
Look at this. You see that? There's like hieroglyphics on it. So, interesting.
I
But
believe,
there you go.
I believe that is just Arabic.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, still, hieroglyphics to me.
Yes, there we go.
Spanish is hieroglyphics to me.
Okay.
Besides gato, which I fully understand and comprehend. That means cat. And, you know what
Well, I'm
else?
proud of you.
Here we go. Mike's Spanish Hour, new podcast. El leche, the milk. Abuelito, yo necesito el leche.
Milk.
The baby's gotta have his milk.
Milk.
Which one did you say?
I thought that-
Abuelito,
I think that was grandma.
I think grandma. I think you said the grandma needs her milk.
Milk.
lita.
Un bebé. Necesito leche.
That's French. Un bébé. That is
Pretty
French.
sure that is. I mean, I am not Spanish.
Are you French?
No.
Un bébé. That's definitely French. Un
I don't-
bébé.
I don't think.
Por favor, monseigneur.
No, I don't think so.
It sounds French.
You're French.
I am not. I am French Canadian.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Go to Montreal for New Year's. Gonna meet with my people.
That's
We
a
got good
great,
science all
great
around.
episode of Mike's Spanish Hour.
There we go. That's how it concludes.
Yep. Not racist at all.
That's not racist. It's just me stubbing my toe.
You screamed, yeah. Okay, that's what happened. So, our hot take on the week. This is something I actually very, very strongly believe in. Mike is having a hard time opening the jar.
I spilled on my pants.
You got oil on your pants?
Oil on my pants. Made a
Here,
little
give this guy something to put his peps on here.
Ooh, I'm messy. Lionel Messi over here. Thank you. All right, I got a little bib now. Bib for my lap. Why did you fold it when we can increase the area of protection by unfolding
You
it?
asked Quinn, man. He did it.
I thought you were going to say
Come on,
that.
Quinn. Now I'm fully covered. Nothing getting on my groin. Ain't nobody fucking with my dick. All right, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. I would say, again, try 2 of them. I think that'll be the right amount of spice level for you. I'm going to put this guy in my mouth. Oh, boy.
Wait, 2 of them at the same time? Can I pop one in, and then if it's not spicy enough, I pop the other in?
Sure, that's fine.
All right.
All right.
I'm scared.
Best of luck to you, mister.
All right, here
So
we go.
our hot take this week, ding, ding, is on hand sanitizer, which I think is fucking moronic. It's definitely hot.
Oh, that's a hot one.
Let me tell you why hand sanitizer is dumb, Mike.
I just want to be pure.
It's very... No, I was going to say hot. Hand sanitizer is trash. All it does is make your hands sticky, and I really hate having sticky hands or moist hands. I like my hands to be as dry as humanly possible. Or my hands could be made out of sandpaper. I would much prefer that. But on top of it... Jeez.
Oh, he's struggling for
Yep.
once. Here we go.
On top of that,
That's the struggle phase.
we have issues in our society about how easy it is to get sick from stuff. So if you're washing your hands all the time and you're using hand sanitizer, you're not exposing your body to any antibodies. So as soon as a stupid milk baby's you're going to get sick because your body has not built up.
Did you say milk, baby?
Yeah, it hasn't built up any antibodies. So not only is it harmful in a societal point of view, it's also disgusting to touch.
No.
Yep.
False.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
What do you mean?
And you know what? For that, you got to take one of these.
Yeah, I'll eat a pepper, I like.
These.
Pepper
All
will
right.
soothe my
I just
mouth.
handed him a little pepper, a little pickled hot pepper. All right,
one-
I'm going to take my second one before I delve into this.
This one's good.
Ah.
I like these peppers.
Here we go. I like the taste of it, but I don't like the burn. Here we go. What's the difference between the yellow and the red?
I don't know. Only one way to find out.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I'm going to take a red one. I just took a yellow one, and it kind of sucks, but I mean, you know what? I've been training for this. I've been holding on strong, and I'm just going to... Here we go.
Good.
All over my laptop. That's all right. All right, so I think that you're ridiculous. Do you take the train? Do you take the L in Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh,
Every day.
Christ. You know what? I'm going to spice this one up another level because I think that I know that I'm right, and I'm going to get another hot pepper right to the face. Here we go. Did you bring milk this time?
No.
Okay, well, anyway. So, here's the thing.
Give me another one of these peppers.
If you take the L and you are holding on to those disgusting railings that you know somebody has licked, puked, and came on before. And they're... Oh, jeez. And you know that it's gross. So... Some of you get off the L, you see a hand sanitizer thing, you're not going to take it?
Definitely not.
Why are you not going to take it?
I've never used one in my entire life, except for one time I had to take a double Lollapalooza and the sinks didn't work.
So you're doing it for a purpose there, right there. You're doing it
Because I
to
had
get
human
unnasty.
shit on my hands.
Yeah, I got shit on my hands all the time, and I go to the Purell, and it erases 99.9% of germs. Jesus Christ, it's heating up. Why won't you just use the hand sanitizer? It is literally like it takes the work out of. It's simplifying things. Back in the day, back in kindergarten, they teach you how to fucking. You put hot water and you combine it with soap, and then that gets the germs away.
Sure.
What Purell does is it takes that step out, and it's just a one-step process. It's you plunk, you put your hand down on it, you put your hand down under it, and then you rub them together, and you are fine, and you are germ-free And this is proven.
No.
How can you disagree with science?
Yeah, but you're also missing the larger point that I have here, which is that you're not developing any sort of antibodies for your body to combat germs, thus you become a sick boy.
No. You do not become a sick boy from Purell. That is a Snopes. That's got to be some sort. I bet Snopes completely cover that. That's ridiculous.
You are a sick boy because of Purell.
So you're going off of the whole what doesn't kill me makes me stronger
Pretty
thing.
much.
But how about this? You never die from the common cold. You never die from, maybe you die from the flu if you're old or just a bitch-ass pussy. But
or that.
You do not die from these things. It's not a thing that makes you stronger. It's a seasonal thing that changes every year. That's why you gotta get a new flu shot every single year. You are preventing that flu from inconveniencing you. You are preventing this flu from inconveniencing you. You're preventing being sick from the common cold.
No.
You're not making yourself stronger. That's a foolish thing. How often do you get sick? I feel like you've never been sick.
So I've taken one. I've worked at this company for 8 years. I've taken one sick day.
I feel like I've seen you hungover, and that's as sick as you get.
Pretty much, yep. I'm very strong.
Do you deliver this to your, the Purell kind of
I spit on Purell. I spit on Purell so that other people, when they get Purell, their hands are
You do not spit on Purell. Don't you spit on the Purell.
I do it.
This is why they have to start locking it up. They got to start locking up the Purell cases because there's sick freaks out here saying, sick boy, germ boy, you'll never be strong, boy, and they're spitting on my Purell.
So I have a question. This is an honest question. Am I ever going to change your mind on this?
No, never. What is on my desk between me and Mackenzie?
A disgusting amount of Purell. A pointless amount of Purell.
A 2 liter of Purell that only I use. And I don't care. I'm constantly sticky. I'll say it. I'll preach it from the mountaintops. I will look my mom straight in her eyes and tell her, I am constantly sticky. I'm a big sticky boy, and I'm glad to stay that way. As long as I'm germ-free and Purell's all over me, I'm not going to get sick. Like, my mom's going to be proud of me. My mom, moms are like, you don't want to get sick. You got to eat your vegetables. You got to fucking, wash your hands. Well, Mom, yeah, I did all that. I'm not going to get sick, but I'm very sticky. She's going to be like, all right, well, lesser of two evils.
I guess. But I'm saying, I'm not going to change your opinion on this.
I'm, crying. I'm going to use my big
because he's so passionate.
Because of the peppers.
And you're not going to change my mind on this. So to me, this hot take, 1, was a great hot take. 2, this conversation is more or less over, right? You're not changing my mind. I'm not changing yours.
Yeah, but I mean, this, I'm going to go away steaming from this. Not just because my mouth is literally on fire, but because I cannot believe that you think that Purell is bad.
Good.
That's vaccine shit. That's vaccine truther shit. You're Jill Stein.
I am not, and I am not a vaccine truther. Vaccines are good.
Vaccines are good.
Bad.
Purell, good. Also good.
Okay, how about this? After this podcast, you do some research. We'll talk about this again next week.
Deal.
Okay, deal. We're going to move on because that was a very good argument, Mike.
Spicy take.
Especially for me.
No, not especially for you. That was a bad argument.
Yep.
You're competing with science.
No, you're competing with science, mister.
I'm not competing with science.
Are you a scientist?
At this point, basically, I use Purell. You don't use Purell. You are like you're a vaccine truther, and you live in the Stone Age.
Okay, well, I accept the second part, not the first.
You're Neanderthal.
Fine, I'll take Neanderthal.
You know who else didn't use Purell?
Jesus.
Exactly.
Wait,
no. But Jesus' followers also, and they killed Jesus.
That's true.
Yeah.
Especially that Judas.
And Neanderthals, too. And Hitler. Purell wasn't around when Hitler was invented. So look at you. Now you're akin to Jesus and Hitler.
So I'm kind of in the middle. It's kind of where I started.
I guess that's neutral. Yeah. That cancels each other out a little bit.
Yeah.
But from a Jewish standpoint, no, it doesn't.
I bet Osama Bin Laden used Purell all the time.
I bet Osama Bin Laden.
They don't have a whole lot of soap in those caves.
He was a big porn guy. Did you know that? He was a massive porn guy.
I'm kind of a nasty.
Are you not?
I mean, yeah, actually, checkmate. I'm a big sticky boy. He was a bit this is like a big story. If you type in Osama Bin Laden porn, you're not going to find what I expected of Osama Bin Laden, like a sexy porn star. You're actually going to find stories about Osama Bin Laden and his giant porn stash.
Yeah, I saw he had the pornography.
The pornography.
But I think, I mean, we are human, Mike. Or are we a dancer?
I choose to identify myself with dancer.
Okay. Are you looking up this Osama Bin Laden porn thing?
Yeah, there's a bunch of more or less. I can sum up this 500-word article in 1 second, and the guy likes porn. He likes a jacket.
Here is an idea for you. If you want to make a bunch of money really fast and have everybody hate you, make an Osama Bin Laden porn. So in these porn searches, when people search this,
ooh, that's good.
That's find your porn and buy it instead.
I am currently searching for Osama Bin Laden porn on Pornhub.com, which means it won't give me any articles. Oh, dude,
You're on the watch
the
list
number one article is Osama Bin Laden getting a blowjob from one of his Arab wives.
I think it's pronounced Arab.
Arab. Sorry.
Also do some research on just the Middle East.
I guess I don't know. Yeah, okay. All right, well, that's very true. I don't know what Arabic is, and I don't know how to pronounce Arab. But hey, I mean, like, dude, look at me. I'm friends for all.
That's true.
You know what? To prove this, I am going to Facebook live stream me watching Osama Bin Laden porn.
Okay, that I would like to see. Well, not really, but...
Well, I'm looking at it right now. Oh my god, this is gold. Oh my god, the one year ago, the only comment on this video is from the George W. Bush, and it says, "Curse you, Bin Laden, you f***." And then the other one says, from also George W. Bush, it goes, oh shit, oops. The other one goes, from the George W. Bush, same account, goes, what? Bin Laden is in the bed with Hussein Obama. Nice.
I think the other thing about Osama,
I actually think Mike thinks this is the real George Bush.
This is where I get my news. You guys have all your Reddits and whatnot. I have Pornhub comments. And this is the real deal.
Wait, what do you mean Donald Trump won the election?
I mean, you want me to type in Donald Trump on Pornhub? We'll see what happens.
He's doing it, but I don't want him to.
Make America gape again. The Donald Trump anal.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The next one is Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton fucking Bernie Sanders and Megan parody. Who's Megan?
I don't know, but you're about to find out.
Yeah, I am. Oh, look at this mass debate 2016. They opened with a real. Look at this. So, to let you guys know what's going on, they open with like a like a debate kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's Bernie Sanders, it's Donald Trump, it's Hillary Clinton, and that's up until the 5-minute mark. I am going to fast forward to 13 minutes to see what happens. They're all over the place. Oh my God!
Things are. I don't understand why this exists. I understand
Democratic erection, baby.
Mike, we have to move on. Sorry.
Oh my God! Look at this. Donald Trump NYC, a verified account, said to the number one comment on it from Black Anime Nerd 3, whose picture is Pikachu. I'm masturbating to the presidential candidates fucking ... What has my life come to? The comment after that is from a verified Donald Trump NYC account, and it says, fuck you.
Now I'm like convinced Mike actually gets his news and information. He's like,
this is how I voted.
Convince us.
This is how I voted. Like Bernie Sanders, he didn't do too great in the primary, but did he show up for that debate between him, Hillary Clinton, and Jill Stein, baby? Also, I didn't know that you can be verified on Pornhub, and now I'm going to get verified on Pornhub.
Please don't tell me that.
Life goals.
That's a resume builder.
It's verified.
Mike has a banana.
Just put a banana in the desk.
After we watch a bunch of porn, he brings out the most phallic of fruits.
Oh, now you guys are going to see my tricks. I got my big old bag of tricks over here. I got my Nasty Chiquita banana. Shout out. That's one of our sponsors.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I also need a tissue because I'm, like, just pouring.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Let's talk a little bit about, college kids are having final season right now, right?
Yeah.
And every week we do this Feats of Excellence, right? And we talk about something that we experienced. How does Mike have all this stuff with him? Something that we've done that was both embarrassing but also impressively embarrassing. So this week it's more about the academic side of things, right? This week we're doing Feats of Academic Excellence as opposed to last week I believe we did Drinking Excellence or Drunken Excellence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't have a great final story, but I have a pretty okay story. either of you guys have a good final story you wanted to begin with?
I have a great final story.
All right, let's hear it.
So this is actually my last exam ever in college as a human being at the University of Connecticut as a communications major. Like, just saying communications major, you kind of coast through college in general. So when I take my last gen ed, my senior year, and it's a microeconomics exam,
Sure.
which I just do not want anything to do with.
Or care about.
But here's the thing. I coasted through the rest of my college career as a communications major, showing up to one lecture a semester and having somebody else do my
You really
eye flicker.
only go to one lecture a semester?
No.
That-
I did
how
do that at Eastern Connecticut State University. I did do that. At UConn, you have to go like at least 3 times. So
A semester or a week?
semester.
Okay.
So, communications major. It's so easy. You skate
Okay.
by. So
Okay.
basically, what I'm saying is that I got into the just the kind of the motions of coasting by, and my last exam, my last class, I had to cover my gen ed in order to graduate, and it was microeconomics. So. I actually did go to class. I actually did do a lot of the homework, but I found myself spending 5 times the amount of time in this class as anything else, and it was hell on earth. And that's when 3/4 of the way through the semester, I was like, "Fuck it, I can't do this anymore. I don't understand it. I don't like it. I don't get it. I definitely don't need it, and I'm just gonna cheat my way through it." So
Okay.
for all the take home homework and shit, I had my roommate do it. He was an econ major, and I just paid him to do it. But then when it came down to do the final exam,
Do you pay him the way that Hillary Clinton paid Bernie Sanders?
ooh, well, in that video I just watched, she was not paying anybody. If anything,
no.
I should be paying her.
Ooh, la, la.
But yeah, so I expected him to do my exam, and then I realized I didn't even ask him because I was just like that. He can't do that. I asked him to take a quiz before, and he wouldn't do it. So 3 days before the exam, crisis mode. I'm in the biggest Facebook groups, the UConn buy or sell. I'm posting hey, does anybody have this class at this exact same time as me? I really need a study buddy. I would definitely pay you, $20 an hour, etc. Just so that when I do set up a meeting with them, I would be like, listen, you're gonna sit in front of me, slightly to the right, and you are going to just move your shoulder whenever I tap my feet, and you're gonna give me all the exam answers, etc. Nobody bit whatsoever.
A mischievous plot, though.
A mischievous plot. It would have worked.
Somewhat more work than just kind of actually going to class.
Right? No way. Like I said, it took me 4 times the amount of time than anything else to study for, and I just did not get it. And also, it was cumulative. So I'm not going to go back through the entire semester.
God, reading is dumb.
Reading is awful, especially when there's numbers in it, which is ridiculous. That's what econ is, reading plus numbers, which is the worst of all worlds. And
I'm going to
basically,
make Mike read transcripts of Sesame Street, and he's really going to hate it.
Bullshit. I throw them out the goddamn window. No. So more or less, to wrap the story up, I started getting desperate around the 24-hour mark, and I started just sending mass texts out to all of my friends at UConn. And I was just like, hey, does anybody know anybody, or at least a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, who's in this class at this time?
And immoral.
Somehow, yeah, and also they need to have no soul, and a conscience that can be swayed by money.
And a Merkin Mike can borrow.
And also, I need a Merkin because my father and his father's father will not let me have this one.
Break that glass.
Yes.
Wait, so just quick. This was all going on when you were a campus editor for the Black Sheep,
He was
right?
working
Yeah.
for us at the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I mean, every Friday we show up, we get drunk, and we over chicken wings, talk about what article we want to do. We show up. I would show up sometimes just frantic, with no ideas, just woke up, sweats, maybe a shirt that I've been wearing for the last 3 days. All right, what's everybody want to do?
What happened? What happened at the end of the story? Did you take the test, or did you get somebody to take the test for you?
So, my friend had a roommate who was in that class, and this amoral girl who I've never spoken to since, but to this day, I will put her in my will. She offered to sit in front of me for $40.
It's a good deal.
In the Scantron, we had a system where she did 5 questions, and she would go like that, and the 5 more questions would go like that, and put it all the way at the side, and then I could see it. And then at the end of it, she
Was this a
gave me,
huge
nice-
lecture hall? I take it.
What?
A huge lecture hall?
Massive. Oh, yeah. So we did that, and then I let her leave, like 10 minutes, she just got up and left like 10 minutes before me. Then I got up, and then I texted her right after, and I was like, here, meet me here. I gave her $40. She was like, oh, I can't accept this. And I was like, are you serious? You literally just saved my entire collegiate career. Gave her the money. She was like, oh, yeah, I think I got like a C+. I ended up getting a C+, and I passed the class.
Good job, Mike.
Thank you.
So, I'm not really sure I mean good job, but I understand that that's what you had to do to get a good job.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, now I'm here. If it wasn't for this one girl, I would not be here. Nah, honestly.
You probably would be.
Yeah, I probably would. I would have just lied and said that I graduated from UConn. I didn't get my diploma until 2 months ago. So
What?
I didn't pay like my parking tickets or something like that. So I never would have known.
Susan Herbst, if you're listening,
Susan
we got him.
Herbst.
He's right here.
We got him.
Come and get him.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's 100%. Like in college, that applies. Like in sports,
That's true.
No. But
Did
like,
you guys ever cheat where you put There's two things I did that were relatively similar. One was I really hope my mom doesn't listen to this one. I would take a pencil, a white pencil, and then I would, in like 4-point font, I would write certain answers down or conjugations of verbs or things like that, and I would tape it to the pencil. So it looked like it was like a pencil that you got from like a career fair or something like that.
Ooh, that's smart.
And it would work really well. Or I would do relatively the same thing, but I would bring a Diet Coke with me, and but it'd be full. I'd open it, I'd take the wrapper off, and then I'd tape answers on the inside, and I'd bring a full one in, and I'd open it, and then drink some of it. And then as I drank below the label, you could see the answers on the inside of the label.
That's good.
wow,
That's a good one.
That's genius.
I would, in high school, I'd just type all the answers into my TI-89. I don't
Great.
know how they didn't.
Oh, that's a
catch on
classic
that.
move.
And then it got kind of weird in my like English classes in college when I would bring a TI-89 and just be like, Shakespeare.
Yeah, I used to do like similar things. I would like write shit like in the inside of like a Poland Spring water bottle and whatnot, and then like tape it back on. And yeah, I've also done the TI-89 thing, cheating that way. But usually my undoing would always be falling asleep and my girlfriend going through my phone, and she would catch me cheating like that. And that's like how it would play out. So,
Well,
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
yeah, man. So let's talk about something that let's move on to a new segment. I think we fleshed this segment out as far as we can go with it, right?
Lots of flesh. There was a lot more flesh at the beginning of it.
There sure was. We did this last week. I think we had a good time with the 0 stars, where we talk about stuff we give 0 stars to.
Oh yeah, I've always got 0-star ratings.
All right, what do you got 0 stars for?
Okay, can openers.
Okay.
0 fucking stars. Can we swear on this podcast?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Anyway, so 0 stars. Can openers, got to get rid of them. What is going on in this day and age where the can opener, well, a can is so simple. How come there is such a meticulous bullshit device
Scrink.
to get that can opener? Like, it's, first of all, like, we had a can opener. Recently, I had a roommate move out, and she left, and then our other roommate moved in. And I thought that she had taken the can opener with her because there was a very easy one that was semi-easy. I mean, she had to show me how to use it, but still. You got like the two clamps.
Showing how to use a can opener.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 clamps, and then there's like 2 wheels, and then you got to put those in between each other, and you got to put it right on the edge of the can, and then you got to take this weird little like handle and spin it, and that's how you open the can.
Sure.
But it's like bullshit. But like the one that like she taught me how to use was like super easy to do. This one that we have apparently had at my apartment now, I didn't know that we had it until like a month later when my girlfriend was like, "Oh, by the way, like this is the can opener. You said that you need a can opener, but you don't have a can opener, so you should stop opening cans with a knife and another can of tuna and start using
It's probably a
this
good
one."
idea.
Yeah. So, but I mean, the can opener, it's a medieval piece of shit. Basically, like it's just got so many things going on. Like, why isn't there one simple device where you just like you clamp it onto the can and it just like it goes and it does its thing? And this is coming from somebody who had an electric can opener at their home growing up, which I still don't know how to use.
Connecticut, man.
It was built into the underside of the cabinet, and it had a magnet, and you put the can opener up there, and then you press go, and apparently it's supposed to work. Never fucking worked for me to this day, because I don't understand how the fuck the can opener things work. You gotta, like I said before, you gotta put up, like, perfectly this magnet with these two wheels, and you gotta put it on the right edge of this can.
Mike, can I ask you a question?
Bullshit.
Are you left-handed?
No. Right-handed.
Because left-handed, I'm left-handed, and left-handed people have a much harder time dealing with generic household appliances because they're made for right-handed people. I thought maybe that was the case. Go on.
No, I mean, like, God help those left-handed people in their can opener struggles, because I'm struggling over here, and I'm, like, I got an IQ of, like, 180. I got, like, a right hand preference. I don't understand.
One of these things is true.
Yeah. Well, I am ambidextrous, so you did call me out on that. But, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, you cannot say that if you put... Let's say you put 20 early humans on an island, and you threw them 1,000 cans of food and no other food, and you gave them one can opener. They would not know how to use it. It is so hard. It's so difficult.
Convoluted?
It's convoluted.
Mike, I can show you how to do this later, but I understand your frustrations with this, because when you're hungry, you got to eat. And
Big dog's got to eat. Baby needs his milk. Milk!
Canned milk? You're drinking cans milk?
Milk.
A lot of cans these days have like the pull tabs though.
Whoa, canned milk? That's for the big dog and the baby. Milk. That's crazy. Big dog's got to drink his.
So when you buy the tuna you buy does not have a pull top?
No, that's just like risking your life right there.
What? Why?
Pull top cans? Those are like. Honestly, I don't know the science behind it, but I don't trust them. I know that I need to, at this point, I need to struggle. I need to fight in order to eat that tuna.
Okay, fair enough.
If I pull it off, like, then there's no safeguard. There's no like, there's probably some sort of like air pressure that happens when people do these with the cans. That's why they can last like 3 years. But if they're not airtight, if a simple human can just like slip his little finger in there and then pull that tab off, then I don't think that it's worthy to eat.
Okay. Well, that's an odd take, but we can deal with that.
Zero stars. 0 stars, can openers.
Yeah. That one really came out of right field.
And this is
left field.
This your burn notice big can opener.
And can openers in general, not just the specific one that's left over in your apartment that you can't figure out.
In general, but especially that company. This your burn notice. Get sweaty over here.
Something I wanted to give 0 stars to this week. It's a little bit more of an ambiguous idea, but it's nostalgia. I fucking hate nostalgia. Ask my wife, ask anybody who knows me outside of work. I hate nostalgia. I think nostalgia is quite possibly the stupidest thing that exists of all time.
This is hotter than your hot take.
Because, let me tell you why. The era we live in, more or less, is a billion times better than any other era that's ever existed. When people are like, man, I wish it was at Woodstock. No, you don't. There was a threat of nuclear war, like, all the time. Everyone is dirty. Cars got 4 miles to the gallon. It's terrible. But it gets worse as... So I am 31. I have people who are my age who are like, dude, Save the Bell is awesome. Or Full House is awesome. Those shows fucking suck.
I agree with that.
They are terrible. They're pointless. They're not funny. They're not well acted. There's no reason for them to exist outside of filling airtime when kids got home from school in the late 80s and early 90s. When people say it's good, they're either lying to themselves or they're seriously one of the most moronic people I've met of all time.
Mr. Feeney can get bent.
And so that's Boy Meets World. And Boy Meets World, I kind of agree with you. I can see some moralistic principles coming through there. Whereas a thing like Saved by the Bell is just garbage. It's everything that would not fly on TV these days. Just something that's like poppy and light, and they're all beautiful people, and then there's like one black lady. Like, people would be like, no, this is terrible, let's cancel this immediately. And when people pretend that it's good, it's offensive to me, because either what you think is good is terrible, or you're delusional to the point that you think being 8 is somehow better than being an adult when you have your own money and you don't have to worry about Brian breaking up with you over the lunch table. So the other side of this coin is people oftentimes confuse nostalgia with just enjoying stuff from the past, from either from a actual like perspective of amusement. I don't think people are amused by Saved by the Bell. It's so shitty and boring that either if you are amused by it, you are a simpleton. You are an adult simpleton. But there's things like, for example, like like DMX's video where he robs the bank, which is just ridiculous.
Amazing.
Which is just ridiculous and hilarious to watch over and over again.
So good.
Because it's so absurd. It's absurd, and from there, the humor is derived from it, as opposed to it being like a corny, shitty joke that you force yourself to laugh at because you remembered enjoying it when you were 5. So nostalgia 0 stars.
Can we test this principle and watch that video?
We can definitely, dude.
Let's do that,
dude. Okay, let's try this. Let's try to talk through this video. It's going to be a very interesting experience, given that we're going to have to explain what's going on in this video, but it is so great.
It's called Party Up?
Yes, it's called Party Up.
Up in here.
It says parentheses up in here, too.
Okay.
This has 44 million views.
All right. So DMX is...
He's going to a bank to use the ATM. He's wearing a hat.
He's wearing a bucket hat, which have come back.
Got
Maybe
back
nostalgic
a
reasons.
denim jacket.
Uh-oh.
Are bucket hats bad? Okay, so a guy is leaving, pretty much dressed exactly the same with him, with looks to be a bag full of money.
His name is Wooly James.
Wooly James.
Wooly James looks like the spitting image of DMX.
Look at this bank, by the way. Look at this bank in these bright colors. Like, this is what was great about 90s rap videos, in that like it was very brightly colored, and now it's just like dark rooms and dark colors.
So DMX is trying to get money out of the bank. He's mad.
Just for fun.
Oh, the cops
Because
showed
his ATM didn't work.
Cops are here.
Yeah.
But now the cops are here.
Everybody else is lying on the ground in the bank, by the way.
Oh, news is coming out, zooming in on that newscaster's lips.
Yep.
Ernesta.
Ernesta?
These people are all still on the ground. The security guard is hurt. DMX is still rapping in the middle of them.
Does he know that the bank is being robbed and he's being framed? No, he's helping the guy out.
He's
So, okay.
helping up the security guard.
And there's a SWAT guy with an Uzi outside, but he's helping the security guard outside, thus establishing his innocence.
Okay, so...
he's helping the security guard out.
Oh, so the guy who looks like him is the one
Oh,
who...
no.
they're shooting
Yes.
at him.
Oh, all the police are shooting at DMX because they think that he's the subject.
And now he has nothing to do but run back inside and defend himself.
Wow.
And he gets everybody up. Everybody that was in the bank before, were previously lying on the ground, are now up. They're up, and he's corralling them out the door.
And he's talking to the cops. See, I mean, DMX is the real hero of the story.
This is insane.
I know, it is.
So he's on the walkie-talkie and he's rapping.
This song...
He's rapping to the cops.
But this song doesn't say anything about, like, robbing banks.
Nope.
Does it? It's...
Dude, DMX had a big crack face.
Yes,
And it was called
had
his
a big
entire
crack face.
life.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
so I am not surprised that he was like, up in here, what? We're definitely going to go the robbing the bank route.
Okay, so now they're storming the building.
All right, the SWAT team's coming in.
Oh,
and
he's-
DMX is still inside.
And he's still inside.
And he's rapping to the security footage.
Yes,
showing
exactly.
them on the... Oh, okay.
And now he sees him coming in. He realizes there's only really one method of escaping, and he's also...
Wait.
This is his realization moment. He's realizing that the guy who he passed coming in when his car didn't work looks like him. And it's all a case of mistaken identity.
Yeah.
Wait,
now,
where-
So he
let's get
calls his pimp. It's got it. That sounds too heavy. But this guy is showing up, and he's talking to him on a phone.
That's a pimp.
And he's
That's a
and DMX is on the roof. But there's a helicopter up there. Why don't they just shoot him? If they think he's like the robber.
Oh, yeah. Wait. So who did he just call?
I think it's
a
a
guy
boy.
in a van?
He just called his boy.
Why was he in front of an American flag for like...
Because he's on the roof.
His
Oh.
boy.
The flags. There's a bunch of
There.
flags on the roof.
His boy's driving around like a limo with a bunch of girls in it.
Yep.
Maybe it's... Yeah, they're the helicopters. Maybe they're just like his friend's helicopter.
He's on the roof. He's on the roof of the building.
I mean, they're shining the spotlights
They're
on him.
shining the lights on him. Why don't they just take him out?
Yeah.
Oh, the security guard is helping out.
And he goes, "Hmm?"
The security guard who we saved is helping them out.
Yep,
He says,
I don't
no,
think
that's
that's him."
not the guy.
And then guess what happens?
What?
Hoes show up. It's gonna happen here in a second.
So he's on the roof still.
Uh-huh.
He's still rapping.
But
Oh,
now he's rappelling down the roof.
he's rappelling. Where did he get that?
I don't know.
They did not throw him that.
Nope.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Yes, I'm telling you.
There was a herd of hose.
Yep.
Breaking up the violence.
See, but they haven't gotten the word out.
Oh.
They haven't gotten the word out that this guy's innocent yet.
This guy was
Don't
like,
shoot him.
don't
Don't
take the
shoot him.
shot. Don't take the shot.
There's
He's
hose
in
here.
crosshairs.
And now he's rappelling down the building. He's not even rappelling. He just jumped on a rope.
He could have done the same thing just walking out the front door, right? Now he's just in front of the front. Okay, no, I
And-
guess the hose are here.
Dude, that's how I'm gonna make my
and they're
entrance
dancing on the
every
cops.
time.
And mistaken identity walks off the crime scene alive. So this is an actually compelling video with a lot of interesting elements, as opposed to Saved by the Bell, where like Kelly didn't get invited to prom.
I think it's like poetic in nature. I think it's kind of like Lisa Strada, where the hose saved the world.
What is that?
Lisa Strada?
What is that?
It's like a ancient like Roman play by like
Michael.
Pistopheles or something like that.
Great job.
I'm
I
out
can't
here,
actually confirm this thing exists, but I'm trusting you that it does.
Here's the thing. You got to trust me. I don't know how to put those syllables together if they weren't real. Lysistrata is about a play where there was these two warring nations, and they wouldn't stop warring, so the woman said, we're not going to have sex with you until you guys stop fighting. And then they did, and that's how the host saved the world. And now over here, the cops are like trying to, kill DMX, and they're like, yo, we're going to have sex with you if you don't shoot DMX. And then they did. And now it's basically like the Lysistrata of our generation. DMX is a genius, despite crack or not. I'm behind him all the way.
So this is what I mean by, nostalgia, bad. Enjoying things from your past because they're still artistically meaningful to you is fine. But if you just pretend that you like something that is objectively terrible for somebody your age, totally pointless.
I think that's like too logical. That is absolutely too logical, and I know that because I used to think the same way. Growing up, I would put nothing in my room from like trips that I used to take and shit because I was like, why? It's a piece of trash that I found that I bought for like $12 in Mexico or whatever. And then I realized, like, that's the kind of shit that matters, and especially...
But that's not nostalgia. This still has meaning to you. There's no way that Kelly Kapowski not getting invited to prom is somehow meaningful to you in modern-day times.
So you don't want to play Super Smash Bros. N64?
No, I do, because that game is fun.
Yeah, because that's part of the nostalgia, though.
But if you had to watch an episode of... I don't know, of...
Ren and Stimpy?
No,
Angry Beavers?
Oh, but that's like saying The Simpsons aren't artistically important. They are. But things like Saved by the Bell are so void of any sort of content that to pretend to like them is foolish.
So are you saying, like, there's also, like, kind of people capitalizing on that, too? Like Fuller House. Like,
yes.
Fuller House isn't good.
Yes.
No, Fuller House is trash.
The only reason people watch it is because, like, they're like, oh, I liked Fuller House when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
This should be good. I'll watch it, and then they make a shitload of money for something that's like dumb.
Yes, pretty much like that. Exactly that.
But I mean, like, here's the thing: like you don't like going through like a box of things you used to like fuck with when you were little, not fuck with, but like play with when you were little, or maybe a little bit of both.
I do's what I do's.
But I mean, like, you don't like going through that and being like, oh my god, I missed this like Game Boy. Used to be my boy on like long road trips and shit like that.
Let me use an analogy for you. How about that?
All right, let's get into analogy.
Have you ever played Risk?
Oh, I love Risk.
Okay. So, and you played growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, Risk is the stuff that you still like that actually has artistic value. You play Risk, you find it engaging because it is challenging and it's a fun game to play. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying in terms of Full House or Saved by the Bell is that this is like Chutes and Ladders. Where
I was just going to say Chutes and Ladders fucking sucks.
Where you can't play Chutes and Ladders anymore because there's no mental engagement.
There's nothing. You roll dice and maybe you'll get to the ladder, maybe you won't. But
what I'm saying is Risk can be fun. Chutes and Ladders cannot. You're lying to yourself if you're saying Chutes and Ladders is fun or you are a very simple person.
But can't nostalgia in something that you enjoyed, which still has artistic value, as you say, go hand in hand, and therefore nostalgia is good in that purpose? Like, maybe you realize as you grow up that Yahtzee or Chutes and Ladders fucking sucks because you can't have control over how you win or lose. But you can have certainly control over, Risk that you had growing up, and you think that it's like still fun, and it also brings you back to like older times when like maybe you were with your friend Charlie.
Sure, I'm talking about pure nostalgia here. I'm talking about pure nostalgia. The stuff where you where you lie to yourself and tell yourself Chutes and Ladders is fun when ostensibly, no, not even ostensibly, it's just not.
So what if you had countless hours of Chutes and Ladders playing with all the neighborhood kids growing up, and you come upon that 20 years later when you're 31, and you say, oh my god, I remember this game, I used to have so much fun with it, and then you keep it. Isn't that nostalgia? And don't you associate a certain amount of, just liking in general towards this thing? You keep it around. You're not going to throw it in the garbage. Like, you had so much fun with it. You had bonded over it with all your friends. Maybe it's how you met, like, your first 4 best friends or something like that. That's nostalgia, and that is something that you can't say sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're wrong with that. I guess I am more focused on the idea of pretending to like something because you liked it when you were 10.
Oh yeah, that's bullshit.
Yes.
Like here's the thing. James Bond GoldenEye fucking sucks.
Dude, have you played that? It's terrible. It's impossible to play
That is the worst fucking game ever.
It's impossible to play now.
And if you say that, like, oh, you want to play me in GoldenEye? No, I fucking don't, because that game fucking sucks. And you like it because you thought that it was cool back then when that was the only option.
This is how you aim in GoldenEye.
Yeah. And also, if your odd job which is
Odd
a
job.
fucking cheat. If you're odd job,
Don't be odd job people.
the guy's a fucking midget. Sadly, I didn't choose my genetics, and I'm him in real life. But like, if you're
Great at
odd
karate
job,
chopping legs.
it's ridiculous.
No, you
So
are. You
ridiculous.
specifically, I mean.
Yes. Whatever. GoldenEye fucking sucks. Yeah, that is ridiculous. The concept of liking something because it was fun back then, even though it objectively sucks now, is fucking ludicrous.
That's what I'm talking about,
and
man.
you are a delusional, sad little man boy, which I am. I admit that I'm a delusional, sad little man boy, but I'm not that sad or that delusional or little of a man boy.
I'm kind of a nasty dude.
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
All right.
Okay, we can agree on that. Maybe nostalgia is the wrong phrase for it, but that's what I think stinks.
Yeah. I'm super sweaty now.
And we got to watch that DMX video, which is exciting.
Yeah, that was really good.
Oh, man.
That was a great, like, side effect to this whole conversation. But what was bad was that my sweat-o-meter is, like, on, like, 98% right now. I'm a big sticky boy.
Do you guys have anything else you wanted to add this week?
You know what? I want to plug Christmas.
Okay.
My boy Saint Nick. He's been doing it for a long time. I don't
sure
know
has.
just how long. That's about it for me.
I'll plug Christmas too.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say.
Wow.
Thanks for listening,
Agnostic.
guys. We'll be back next week, hopefully with a little less pornography next time.
That wouldn't be me if I ain't get a little nasty.
Or more.
Hope not. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.